after coughing out blood, or
What?
It's like, should I probably not smoke a cigarette after coughing out blood, or?
I don't know, dog.
Dude.
That's fucking up to you. That's sketchy that you were coughing up blood. Hi, welcome to the ADHD podcast. I'm Caden Casaus.
And Khyler Vick over here. Hey, what's the deal with those presses, Not so bad.
That's so out of context. Nobody knows you're drinking.
We're drinking Press. We're sponsored by Press.
Sponsored by Press.
Not. Have you ever had a White Claw?
I've seen the commercials. I've never had them.
Pretty much like almost the same thing as this.
That's what I meant. It's a seltzer, like an alcoholic seltzer.
Which is like borderline bitch drink, but it's like it doesn't taste that
sweet.
Yeah, it's like not overwhelming. But back to why I was coughing up blood. I wanted to tell Caden this story so bad.
Well, before shots.
Oh, yep, shots.
To you fucking coughing up blood and maybe dying.
Dude, that would suck.
Just kidding, you're not gonna die.
I mean, I was joking about it earlier, but like it keeps going in my head. I'm like, fuck.
I mean, it's just, you gotta keep looking out for it. I mean,
Yeah,
you did have a serious health issue lately, so just keep an eye out.
No health insurance right now, so like that would fuck me in the ass. Cheers.
We clicked twice, now they think we took 2 shots.
Yeah.
We're fucking cool.
Well, we did take 2 shots. But
we did take one earlier,
One just like 10 minutes ago.
To limber up. But anyway, coughing up blood.
I actually threw up blood first.
Fuck.
I was like mid-sentence talking to Carter and Brandon about just like how that went down, how that feels. All of a sudden I feel gaggy. And like I'm just like talking, all of a sudden it was like no warning at all. Mid-sentence, like a string, like a fucking 1.5 foot long thing of just only blood. No mucus, no stomach bile or anything. It was just only blood. And I felt like a chunk come up. So like I don't know what that was. It was all fucking blood. Like, and that's kind of sketchy because I was like, what if I got like a blood clot? But I feel like I probably would have felt some symptom of like a blood clot in it by now, right? That was like 5 or 6 hours ago, and I don't like, my lungs feel okay, my esophagus doesn't hurt at all.
Well, let's fucking explain what happened, because I don't think you even have yet.
No, we haven't. So we're just having our traditional get together at the Gene Fulmer swimming pool, like a rec center, and I only go there to hit the diving board, the high dive. Yeah. First I like to huck a gainer first try, because some of the lifeguards will blow the whistle at you, like, no gainers. But I feel like we're grown-ass men, we know how to fucking do a gainer off a goddamn diving board.
But you do it off the highest one, which is
the high dive. Well, it's just a high dive, so it's only like 12 feet high or so, give or take. Like, it's not like that on the high platform. See, you think I did this, like, have you seen the video? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was just off the diving board. I have done a gainer off of the platforms, the 32-foot platforms. Yeah. It was sloppy, but I landed it, but it looked so ugly. Anyway, we're just doing our traditional flips, just, getting some energy out. It's fucking 90 degrees out here.
Dude, it's been so hot. And it's so fucking hot in this garage.
I know. Dude, when we actually went there, I'm like, oh, this might be a little too hot to do this. And then in the water, I actually started shivering. I'm like, the water is too cold, but it's so hot outside. Anyway, what happened... Jesus. I don't know who brought it up, if like a little kid was like, hey, triple backflip. Because like we're the fucking kings of summer over there. No joke. Every time we go there, we get a fucking crowd going. We're just doing dumbass shit. Like we're either doing like really impressive cool shit or just really getting like hurt, like what I did. And Carter's like, yeah, dude, triple backflip. You're being weird right now. What the fuck? Why aren't you triple backflipping, dude? And totally peer pressuring me. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get so hurt. Because I guess when I did my my double flip, I accidentally like over rotated a little. They're like, dude, you could easily make that a third one, dude. Just try it a little harder. And I'm like, all right, get the camera out, fucker. I'll fucking try it. Whatever. I'll probably do 2.5 and eat shit. I knew I was going to.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, here we go. Try it. And usually my plan when I do that, I'm like, I'm just gonna stay tucked the whole way. And however I land won't hurt as bad as if I accidentally untuck my ball and fucking slam really hard either on your belly or back. And at the last second, dude, literally like the most perfect, precise second, I untuck, did 2.5 backflips straight to my fucking back, and it literally felt like someone punched me in the back of the neck. Like when you get hit in the head really hard and you get like a white like buzz, like it's like a white like feeling. I don't know, it's like a white flash. It felt like that, and I'm lucky I didn't get knocked out into the fucking water. And like my back still feels super like sensitive. It's probably gonna be hella bruised.
For sure, dude.
It hurts so bad.
You haven't like hit the point of like the
bruising,
like the peak of
yeah.
your bruise.
Oh no,
it hasn't set in yet, dude. It's only been a couple of hours.
And anyways, so I'm like, that hurts so bad. I like come swimming over. I'm feeling okay. I actually slammed harder a couple weeks before that, and I was like, couldn't tolerate it at all. I like went like swam over to the shore and like just laid on my belly for about 10 minutes. This one I was immediately walking around, but all of a sudden I start to feel gaggy, like there's something in the back of my throat, and I'm like, guys, I'm probably gonna be spitting up blood right here. Huge fucking amounts of blood, like a few times. And all of a sudden I'm sitting there trying to talk, and then I'll like out of nowhere gag, threw up a bunch of blood, and then it just kept making me gag. I don't know if there was like blood or like stuff just like just getting stuck in the back of my throat.
Yeah.
I'm just like getting ready to puke without no warning, I wasn't not trying to puke at all. They thought I was like, was that on purpose, dude? I don't puke that easily. Yeah. It's usually like a finger down the throat is required.
Well, I saw you took videos of you doing that shit.
Yeah, because I thought it was funny. Well, that was just for a joke, because Carter was trying. He's like, dude, should I try to puke? I'm like, yeah, that'd be funny. And I'm like, should I? I don't know, because we thought it was silly. I literally just wanted to see if I could puke afterwards. But then after the first two pukes, the first puke was completely like gross blood. Second one was like a mix between blood and throw up, but the throw up looked like fucking old beer. It was just brown. It wasn't like dark brown. It looked like beer. And I hadn't drank since like way before, and my stomach was basically empty. All I had to eat today was a PB&J. Prior to that, all I had was a PB&J in a bagel for breakfast. So I wasn't like super full or anything, and wasn't blowing chunks at all. It was all liquid that was coming out. So I don't know if my body was like going into shock and was like just felt sick. It was like, no. That was like its coping mechanism of just slamming so hard. But yeah, I threw up a few times after that, and then like the blood started to go away, and I was just chilling. And then I actually went and like dove some more, did like some more gainers into the pool, and I feel okay. I feel a bit sore, but now I'm like all paranoid. Yeah. About like for the most part, it's like, oh, what if I do get a blood clot? Because I showed my mom the footage and told her, she looked at me, she's like, you're gonna have a blood clot. Like she was so sure of it. I'm like, shut up.
I don't even know if that's a thing you get from that.
Like I just hit my back really hard, and like it must have popped a blood vessel, like inside, like internal bleed, or a bruise is internal bleeding. Like when you see a bruise on your body, that's you bleeding on the inside.
Really? I never knew that.
Like that's you. I'm pretty sure that's like your muscle bleeding or like something with blood on the inside, and that's why it's blue, because like blood before it hits oxygen is like that color.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's what I've heard. I could be talking out of my ass, but so I think when like
I feel like I've heard something about blood and Crips, and how they're really the same thing. Like blood is blue and red.
Yeah, that's a pretty funny joke. And
I think
I'm pretty sure
something like that.
My kidneys are screaming because like I've been on a fucking basically a 4-day bender. Today was my sobering day.
And now we're drinking.
And now I think we'll be okay, but like, I don't know. My body's just going through hell right now. Yeah. Because a week before that, I was in LA at Sound and Fury. It's this hardcore festival that lasts 2 days, and I was just stage diving like a fucking animal. And like a lot of times they move out of the way because they don't want to catch you, because it's pretty aggressive. Like I remember one time I was pretty fucking wasted the first night, and it's like a theater full of straight edge kids. But they don't give a shit. Oh man, I have so much to tell you. We haven't done this for like 2 weeks.
Dude, it's been a minute since we've recorded one.
Because we usually do one every week, but I think since it's only been like 2 weeks, it feels like forever.
It feels like so long since we've fucking done this, man.
So I'll stick with the stage dive one, but I went and stage dived, and I was usually hucking big shit, and I was getting caught or like could land on my feet, but I go and huck a fucking fat front flip. The stage is only like 4 feet high. Next thing I know, landed straight on my back on cement, like. Nobody caught me, like there was nothing around me, and I feel like if then I didn't cough up blood, like that's crazy that the water fucked me up so bad, but then like front flipping on straight to concrete, I was just like got right back up.
Yeah.
I mean, I was drinking, so my body was more limp probably.
Maybe. Also like 12 feet's a big thing.
Yeah, 12 feet into water versus like 4 feet onto cement, it's like almost an equivalent.
Yeah. Plus like I'm pretty sure, and I'm talking so much out of my ass right now, like falling into water super aggressive. There's like no give. Like you think because it's water, there's no give, but like
if you
falling
land flat-
onto water, there's a shit ton of like.
Is there kidney on this side? It's definitely not feeling good right now.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what side the kidney's on. I don't know anything about what's going on inside my body. I don't know where any organs are. I don't fucking know, dude, at all.
My kidneys are screaming.
Anyway, what I was gonna say too. I don't even know where to begin because there's so many different parts of like different stories. But I bought a T-shirt that was $15. Guess how much a shot and a beer was?
$17.
$21 for a shot of whiskey and a Modelo, and the Modelos are smaller than normal beers, like the Modelo bottle, the Modelo bottles, and they don't even give you the bottle, which makes sense. You don't be bashing people in the head with bottles, so they pour it into a solo cup, and it didn't even fill the solo cup all the way up. It was like an inch below it.
Oh, they ripped you off then.
Well, it's a small bottle.
No, Modelos are fatter.
No, it was
So
fatter.
I think they hold the same amount of liquid as a regular beer
Well, I mean, I
bottle.
watched him pour it all out, but then I got a Corona, which was 50 cents more. It was $8 instead of $7.50 or whatever. I don't know if it was exactly $7.50 actually, but he poured it all the way, and it went all the way to the rim.
Okay.
So I think the Modelo was just like a little, like a stubby, like can.
Weird. That's the one like reservation I have about moving to LA is everything's so fucking expensive there.
And I mean, LA is expensive already, but like getting drinks at concerts at all in general here for like a tall boy is like $11.
Yeah,
which
but,
is like good, I guess.
I was
good.
talking to this dude who I met that's from Staten Island. You know, fucking Shaolin Wu-Tang shit.
Okay.
From Staten Island, New York. And he just moved here. Like 6 months ago or whatever. And he was talking about how cheap drinks are here.
But
he's from New York, and he's like, if I go to the city, I'm paying like $13-14 for a drink.
that's insane. That you can get. I think the cheapest drink I've had was like a full Stein.
I'm probably over-exaggerating, but like...
Was like $4.
Yeah, like
Maybe
he was saying
$4.50,
it
which
definitely
is
was at
insane.
least 12, he was saying. It was over 10, which is insane for like a beer or
Yeah,
a
fuck
shot
that.
here.
That's why I don't like to go out to bars anyway, because you're spending so much money.
So much money.
But I recently met this girl who I'm like absolutely stoked on, but we kind of like tend to hit it off extra when we drink together, and we both love to get drunk. And
Yeah.
I ended up staying at her house this week, and I was like, yeah, her job is like my job's way closer to her house. It's only 10 minutes instead of 25 minutes away
Where's your job at?
in North Salt Lake.
Is it? I
And
didn't
she
know
lives
that.
in Rose Park, so it's like right there pretty much. Oh, we should bleep that out.
What, Rose Park?
Yeah, no,
Why?
I'm just saying, don't like want to like give it away. Who even cares?
Where's
I'm
it?
kidding.
Rose Park's pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like nobody's gonna
Yeah,
find
I'm
her
not
house.
gonna look at her. Yeah, I'm not
We
gonna
don't know
say
what
her
her
name.
name is.
Yeah,
her name is Slutbeck. Just
Oh, woo.
that was rude. I'm sorry. I
That's
apologize.
okay.
I was trying to think of something
You get
funny.
one
I was gonna
pass.
say Stacy, but then I wanted to be funnier than that. So like,
Yeah.
I apologize to Blankety Blink for saying that. She seems like a very nice person.
Oh, she's a sweetheart, and I feel like she was the. I mean, the fact that I have been drunk most of the time when I'm with her is like, yeah, I can be myself when I'm around her. Well, no shit, I'm drunk. I'm gonna be myself around anybody when I'm drunk. The only
Yeah.
thing that will change with her is I'm gonna be more fucking lovey-dovey and like cute, but I can be that. I'm like that with my friends when I'm drunk. I'm kissing the homies left and right.
We've kissed many a time.
Yeah. So
we
it's
might
like
kiss tonight.
it probably.
Just-
And it's fine.
I
I
wanna-
just don't want that relationship to be like based off of like having to drink.
Yeah.
Like I'm down to have a few beers like all the time, but it's like we're getting like pretty shit housed almost every night. So like a few beers is one thing, go back to our house, sleep over, and go to work at 7 a.m. But we're staying out getting shit housed hammered up to like 2, 3 in the morning, and then I'm waking up at 6:30 like I can't go to work right now. I'm still drunk and I feel like shit and will
for
probably
sure.
get the shakes.
She's from Rose Park.
So she's from Massachusetts.
Well, yeah, but like she lives in Rose Park.
She lives in Rose Park.
Isn't it weird that like that's like one of the prettiest names that we have for a
It's
town
the,
in
like, most,
Utah,
like-
and it's the ghettoest place in Utah.
At least Salt Lake, for sure.
At least
Is it
Salt
in,
Lake, yeah.
I don't know about like other places. There's pretty sketchy places like in other parts of Utah probably. Like St. George, it's not sketchy, but it's fucking gross there. I don't
know. I mean, it's not aesthetically pleasing to me because I'm not super into like the desert. I like woods
Yeah.
and shit. So it's not aesthetically
Palm trees
pleasing to me,
and-
but it's not like
Well, I like the
gross.
mountains here. It makes
I've always
me feel
heard
comfortable.
Magna's super bad, but I've never really been to
Magna, West Valley, or like I don't know. There Kearns. I've heard is dude. The one time I went to Kearns to I went to go pick up a skateboard rail there, a flat bar, and in the same neighborhood we saw 2 different cars with broken back windows. Or one was a back window of an SUV, and one was like a passenger window, and there was still glass on the ground. Like cars are just getting broken in left and right in that.
Utah's such a weird fucking place because you can literally go from we're in West Jordan currently. Don't dox us. Just
Pretty safe.
We're in West Jordan. It's
like
super.
it's
like,
super suburbs.
It's kind of hicky. There's a lot of like
There's certain
houses
spots
that like
could be
have
like
like
that.
ranches. Yeah, it's less so West Jordan, but like
It's a
there's
bit
a lot of
older.
like ranches, old ranch. Like it used to be a real cowboy kind of hick backwoods part of town. There's like you drive past, there's tons of houses that
That
have like
huge
barns
backyards
and
with
huge
horses and
backyards
shit.
that were meant to like farm and shit. And that's and then you drive 15 minutes and you're hitting like a completely different area, like ghetto ass West Valley. That's like
I definitely feel like, I mean, everyone has their like safe zone, their comfort zone of like where they grew up or whatever. And West Jordan, I definitely feel like
home.
like super comfortable going.
See, West Jordan's weird for me because I didn't grow up here. I spent a lot of years here, like formative years, like teenage shit. Like I grew up in Murray, so like
How do you
the
feel
east
about?
side. I love Murray.
I think
Murray's so nostalgic to me.
the shittiest part about like West Jordan, like just the suburbs in general, is like you can't really go like out and like walk around to like a bar. Or like go, you know, you have to drive everywhere if you want to like go drink.
Versus like
Or,
downtown,
like,
I guess.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think that's like the appeal of downtown is like you can just go like bar hopping, and that was pretty fun. But after 4 days coming off, like you have to keep the party going, or you know, get your shit together. Because I was having like mad shakes today, which is like some people that are listening are like, oh, like that's pretty normal for me, dude. Of like pussy, I'm on my 80th day of bender or whatever. You know, like that's their life, but not trying to be like that. Especially with like my line of work, trying to do stunts and like somewhat more athletic. I can't be drunk doing that. Also, I can't be like having the shakes and feel like I'm about to die of like an anxiety attack. But no, I want to tell you how I met her too. Have I told you the story? I think I probably did last night.
You did, I think, the day we hung out on the 4th. But,
Oh yeah. No, I was super stoked. And it was like,
let's pretend I've never heard it. Let's
Yeah.
talk about it. How'd you meet her?
well, I feel like this is like straight out of like a movie or like like it's not real.
It
like
is
the
really
way
like it's a cute meat. Isn't it?
I feel like it, dude.
it's a cute meat.
I've never heard of that, acute meat.
You've never heard of a cute meat?
No, but I feel like it's very.
You have some pretty cute meat.
I feel like it was very unique, and I have cute meat.
I'm glad you fucking noticed
Thanks,
that joke.
dude.
No, a cute meat's like kind of a cliche, like in the like a romantic comedy, like somebody would.
Yeah,
make.
that's what I was kind of thinking. It was
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it's a cute meat.
Well, I'm like hyped about the story. It's not like, oh, I met
Well,
her.
like
I met her
a
on
cute meat's
Tinder.
like
Oh, my friend hooked it up.
yeah,
like,
a cute meat's like you ran in, like you bumped into a chick and she dropped her books, and then you're like you pick up the books and you're like, oh, this is my favorite book ever. It's like, oh,
and then you end up
book
hitting it
ever,
off,
then
and
you
you're both actually stoked on each other, which is like
yeah, it's like a cute, innocent kind of way of like meeting versus like fucking swiping right until you find somebody that you think you could put your dick into, like.
that's
The
terrible.
emotional
I hate
disconnect of,
Tinder
like,
so
internet.
fucking
I've never
much.
been on Tinder.
I tried it for a week, and the only matches I got were with chubby chicks, but only because
I'm not.
And the only reason you're wondering how'd you match with a chubby chick? Well, you do the hyper swipe, and you just swipe right on everybody, and then you only get matches with gross chicks. That's how it works.
The thing is, I'm not like, my body's not my selling point. I know that about myself. Like, I'm not.
I think you're pretty handsome.
I'm not an ugly guy.
No, you're not.
But I'm not like somebody's gonna see a picture of it and be like,
oof.
yes. It's definitely, my personality is definitely like my leading factor.
Yeah, and like you can't really get that in fucking Tinder. Like,
Exactly.
you have to like have like very.
Never had somebody like me based off of my look. Nobody's seen me and be like, that guy.
Dude,
it's
no.
definitely after talking to somebody for a minute. Like
And-
we've talked for a couple of weeks and they get to know me and they're like, oh, this guy's super fucking cool. And he's like not bad. Because I'm not ugly, but I'm not.
Yeah, and the
I'm
way
not like they see a picture of me and somebody's hitting me up about it.
right.
It's definitely like I need to like display like I'm like I think funny is a huge thing for me. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I think it's
funny.
a big thing. Like that's a huge attractive thing for both parties, for guys and girls. Like, it's cliche, like oh, they need a sense of humor, but it's like, I mean, to make somebody laugh,
Dude.
like, because it shows that you can be like yourself, or like sometimes you're just people aren't funny.
Dude, I couldn't date a chick that doesn't have a sense of humor.
Like if you were saying like super dumb shit and they like got butthurt about it, or just didn't get like.
There was
get your
one chick
joke.
I was kind of interested to, and I just said the word cunt in
And that,
front of
like-
them, and she like flipped out
Yeah,
about it.
that's
And
a
she's like,
no-go.
"Don't ever fucking say that word." And I was like,
Well,
"Oh, I don't want to be with you.
Yeah, time
Like,
to
I
go
don't
home.
want to like."
as cliche it is, dude. Like if you're like, you show your true colors, and like, and if that person's still stoked on you, then like I think it's meant to be. And so you go through rough patches, and sometimes I'm not in a fucking funny mood. Sometimes I'm like a little annoyed, or I'm just quiet. I have nothing to say.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like pretty calm, and I'm like in my back of my head. She told me like, oh, I'm just like stoked to meet a handsome guy who also can make me laugh. It's like, well, not always funny and not always pretty, but so fucking look out.
Shut the fuck up.
No, she's stoked, and
Yeah.
the
Well,
way
let's tell the
we
story.
met was I went to this place, this diner. I don't know. I feel weird dropping names, but it's
don't
just
gotta drop the
it's just the
names.
diner though.
It's
like
just a regular,
it's a
like,
restaurant, like in-
Old school diner feel, like
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
been
just
around
like-
forever. Like the lady who owned it, she was born in like the 1880s or something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
Because I know the place you're talking about, but we're not
Oh.
gonna say it. But it's
it's
just a regular ass diner,
yeah, super regular.
diner vibe.
And I go there with my buddy Landon and a few other friends. I like don't need to drop names, but Landon's he's a cunt, so I don't care if you know his name.
He's a cunt.
And I'm already super. It's the 4th of July. I'm super hungover, but I'm like in a quirky hungover mood to where like I'm not feeling shitty, but I'm definitely I don't know. I feel like when I'm in a funny hungover mood, that's like my peak comedy in a weird way. Like I don't know if you know what I mean. Like you're like just feeling loopy, like you're kind of out of it, but you're not sick. So you're just like, oh, need more drinks, bro. Fuck it, I'm gonna be dumb. And it was like an hour wait. We show up to this diner. And we're like, oh, you can go order cocktails on the side. Let's definitely get some fucking drinks. And this very pretty girl comes up to us and asks me like, well, like, what do you guys want to drink? And I was like, what is your highest alcohol percentage beverage? And the funny thing is, she told me she found out about that drink that morning. She's normally not a cocktail waitress for like while you wait to be seated or whatever, or just like to handle drinks. And she happened to like be told, she asked what's the highest one that morning, and then I happened to like first thing ask what it was.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, on the fucking top of her head, she knew. And it was like some like Louisiana lemonade. It was like just like a whiskey lemonade. Pretty fucking good, $10, but worth it. Got me hella buzzing after just one drink.
Wait. You got that at this place that
Yeah.
she works at?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a place that would
I know
have
that's
alcohol.
every
now
time
that
I've
I'm thinking about
yeah,
it.
every
You
time I've
me.
told that story, or like how people don't believe like that.
Because when you first told me the story, you didn't tell me the place it was at.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I assumed it was like kind of a brunch
You're right.
place that served
Some like hipster
a lot
kind
of
place.
booze. Yeah. But then you
No.
yesterday
This is like
you
a,
told me the
like
place,
a family-friendly, wholesome place.
Yeah.
For the most part, except when I show up.
and then it's like I'm surprised they have that kind of thing there. I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah.
I've only eaten at this place a handful of times.
I think I've only been like twice.
And not even the
maybe
location
three-
you're talking
maybe
about.
3 times. Oh, not the one up Immigration.
No, I've only been to the.
The one
Maybe
that's
it's
by
one in
by
Immigration.
Hogle Zoo. Like you pass it and it's like in this canyon. Anyway,
Is that the only one?
this one I've heard of, but there might be more.
I forget now.
I feel like I
I'm
need
not
another
sure.
shot.
Well, I was gonna make you get me a press so I can make another drink. Do
Yeah.
you want a drink?
Kind of.
Should you go grab yourself
Should
a
we
glass?
finish this story and then we'll get another drink?
Yeah. Finish the story.
Might
'cause
be
you
a
don't wanna
second,
interrupt.
but yeah, I don't want to like
Whatever,
stop.
no, it's fine.
So
So
I
you
ordered
were
that
at
drink,
the place.
and I'm acting like my normal self, but I noticed she has a bunch of traditional tattoos, and I saw the scorpion tattoo, and I've always wanted one, and I always thought scorpion tattoos were fucking like really cool, like really hot. And I was just like, I don't know, I was hyped on it, and I order that, and then we go inside, and she's not our cocktail waitress anymore at that point, and we're just chilling, being little like degenerates outside. Once we get seated, I get a Bloody Mary. It's another $10 drink, and I'm vlogging like all of this pretty much. Like right when we got into the restaurant, I started vlogging.
David Dobrik, calm down.
I know. Well, since my injury, I haven't been able to
vlogs,
film so much.
I've liked your vlogs. Anyway, we'll finish the story.
Order another drink. I'm getting more toasty and silly. She's not our cocktail waitress anymore, or our waitress at all. But I'm like stoked on her. And as I'm vlogging, I'm like drinking my Bloody Mary, saying dumb shit. And I'm like, I'm gonna burn this building to the ground, and the only person I'm gonna save is my woman with the scorpion tattoo over there. And I'm already talking about her like to the camera. And after we're getting our checks, Landon's like, dude, just get her number, man. I'm like, no, I hate giving my number out to people. I hate rejection. Like, I just don't want to put myself out there.
Of like, I will never give my number out to somebody that's working.
Yeah, and then you feel like that's like really douchey. That's weird. And
I've never been that person that like,
I don't know. I just
give my number out to a person whose job it is, because like they're being nice to you, kind of on purpose.
I feel like it's like obnoxious, but like I said, she was only our cocktail waitress, so I wasn't seeing her like directly throughout the rest of the morning. Yeah. Well, technically it was like afternoon, like mid-afternoon, and already getting hammered at 1:30. Chugged a couple 1.5 Bloody Marys. Squoze fucking the lemons and limes they put in the Bloody Mary. I squozed those in my eyes and made a fucking scene. All for the vlog.
One, to interrupt the story again, which is I feel bad about, but like we've been taking this. Who the fuck puts lemon and limes in Bloody Marys?
Yeah, it was on the edge. I don't know. It was
whack as
It was a pretty dressed. I thought they were fine. I'm not I don't really judge about alcohol at all.
For me, that's weird for a Bloody Mary. But that's just.
I'm not very picky. I don't know. I thought it tasted fine.
How do you like your Bloody Mary?
I don't know, dude. Like I said, I'm not.
Do you want to hear mine?
Yeah. Well, the story.
The
meeting of, because this is only the beginning.
Okay, so you're pretty fucking toasty. You wanted to save her if you burn the building down.
Well, like that was like just joking.
Yeah, in the vlog, but let's keep going.
I end up putting my number down. So Landon puts on his receipt, come drink with us. Yeah. And I don't know how our waitress knew we were assuming about
her.
We'll call her Sharon. That's her nickname anyway, but that's not her name.
Yeah, we'll just say Sharon.
We're talking about Sharon, but and then on my receipt I was like, yeah, come drink with us. Put my number down, and then our friend's girlfriend was like, you should put a heart down too. So I was like, all right. Put like the shakiest heart, like I was like the worst little sloppy heart. I'm chilling there, and I get my thing back and no numbers in there, and then I'm waiting again. We get a separate receipt. Oh, okay, I know how it was, because I put my number on the drink receipt, and then on the other receipt came her number back, and I was like, no fucking way did I just get a chick's number back after like being a complete degenerate in this establishment, squeezing lemons in my eyes, like vlogging everything, being super annoying. And it said her name, her Instagram, and her number, and she put like a little winky face thing on it. I was like, fucking hell yeah, dude. So like I wrote that shit down, started following her, and got a hold of her later that day and was like, yo, you want to come like hang out with me and my buddies for the 4th of July and like barbecue and drink?
Because this was happening on the 4th of July.
And then surprisingly she's like, yeah, like I'm fucking down. And Landon's like, you should have her bring some friends over. Come to find out, her best friend is like a friend of mine from middle school, which is like super small world. So like I already like think her friends are cool, which is like I feel like a pretty important thing. But I don't know. And then like a few days later, after hanging out, we hit it off.
Well, the thing was,
sorry, I'm like really all over.
Showing up.
Oh, she ended up.
July party. I was at that,
and I didn't think she was going to. She's like, "Yeah, I'll come over," and it's like time's passing, not hearing from whatever. I wanted to light myself on fire for her to like impress her as like a stunt, and the sun was going down, and I didn't want to be like.
You're the only person that thinks that's what an impressive.
I think it was like impressive. I was like, oh, I just want to do this for her. Like, think this would be like entertaining, whatever. And the sun was almost down. I'm like, I just gotta hurry and do it, like whatever. And then as soon as I got done doing it, she's like, hey, we're on our way. I was like, oh, really? Thank God. Like, I didn't think you were even gonna show up. So super stoked on that. And at the end of the night, we had a super good time. Ended up vlogging myself making out with her for a second, which is I thought was pretty, like, at the time I was like, oh, this will be cool. And then I told you guys, you're like, seriously, bro, you fucking filmed yourself kissing her?
I know. But it's like a definitely
it's so douchey, but like kind of, I don't know, silly thing to do.
I haven't seen the vlog and how it like
kiss.
is portrayed in it, but like
we should watch it after this on your.
It definitely is like. That's definitely like a cute little moment that you guys have now, though, that's recorded.
Oh, yeah. Well, because I was like... Because in the whole vlog, I talk about how I met this girl with a scorpion tattoo and, like, got her number. And she's going to hang out and, like, super cool. I think she's cute. And then I wanted to show, like, oh, this is the girl. She actually came over. And then I was, like, stumbling over my words because I'm pretty drunk. Didn't know what to say. And we're saying goodbye at my front door. I'm like... fuck it, and I just went in like, I need to shut up, and I just fucking kissed her, and then her friend her friend that I knew from middle school was like, yeah, dude, like getting all stoked. I'm like, all right. So I guess it wasn't too bad. They all thought it was very sweet in like a funny, sweet way. And I thought it was like probably pretty cringy, but I guess that worked. We ended up going on like another date the next day and ended up hanging like 3 or 4 days after we first met. Like I think 3 days.
Yeah.
And then she had to go, she left for 8 days to see her family in New Hampshire, which is where she's from, like Massachusetts, New Hampshire area. And then, within those 3 or 4 days that we were hanging out, before she went on vacation, I like asked her in person. I remember we were like driving, and I asked her if she wanted to be my girlfriend. I mean, we were both pretty drunk, but like I don't care. I was like, first time I've ever asked, liquid courage, baby. But the first time I ever first time I ever got a number in person or asked a girl to be my girlfriend in person.
Yeah.
I mean, it is all pretty quick, but it's like, yeah, fuck it, why not? And she ended up telling me that the only reason why she was our cocktail server was because she called.
Which I think is like the cutest.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, see that guy, like the fucking tatty daddy or whatever she said to her friend. I don't know. That dude with the fucking tattoos over there, he's mine.
Welcome to the ADHD podcast with Caden Casaus and Tatty Daddy.
Yeah. And she's like, I call him over there, like that group. Stay away. Like she was very adamant about wanting to serve our crew, and mostly, I guess it was specifically for me.
Yeah.
And honestly, shout out to Austin for giving me these wonderful tattoos, because I guarantee if I was not covered, especially my hands, probably wouldn't have been as interested.
That's not.
I definitely think, because it makes you stand out more.
I don't think so. I think it's your fucking handsome ass face or whatever. But that's like a cute me. But
I think it's sweet.
No, it's super sweet, and I'm glad. Like, it's exciting having new like romance in your life.
Oh yeah,
and shit. It's
been like, I haven't had a girlfriend since I was like 17, and I'm 23 now. It's all just only been shitty flings that end terribly.
Goddamn butterflies.
So like, I'm hoping this fucking thing works out, and like that. I mean, she seems really cool and laid back, funny, down to like hear
I'm excited
my
to like
bullshit.
actually hang out with her now, because I've only seen her on the 4th, and I didn't even like talk to her once.
That's what Brandon was saying earlier. He's like, dude, I haven't like been able to like actually like introduce myself.
I want to meet her.
Yeah, I
might have a kickback tomorrow. So
yeah,
I mean, if you want to bring her.
Oh, what time?
I don't get off till 10.
Okay, no, that's cool, because she gets off work at like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Maybe, and I should just tell her, hey, do you want to come kick it over here with my friends now? Since I was like chilling with her friends for like 4 days.
Yeah.
Probably getting so burnt out on me. Like, I know like that's how it goes too, but...
No, maybe we'll do that. But you should go grab some presses and a glass for yourself. And we'll do some drinks.
Dude, it's so hot here. Holy shit.
Dude, I'm fucking burning up.
You have presses?
I'm feeling the burn for sure.
Dude, oh yeah, dude, we gotta talk about that stuff too. For like a hot sec. Where the fuck are these things?
What are you looking for?
Are they? Oh, they're right here.
You fucking dummy. In the box labeled presses.
Hey, man.
Are you gonna make yourself a drink, or just gonna drink a press?
Well, what's the drink you're trying to make?
I was literally just doing press and vodka.
I'm down for that. Whatever.
You should. Hey, wait. You should put ice cubes in my cup.
Really?
Thank you.
Do you want to cut to a commercial break, or do you want to talk to them still?
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'll probably just sit here. Fucking Kyler's such a goddamn piece of shit. I picked the worst person to do this podcast. Can't even get a straight laugh. I don't know what the fuck to say when I'm here by myself. Well, this is uncomfortable. We might cut this part out. This is weird now. So how are you doing? Oh, that's nice. That's good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. This is so dumb. What time? We're cutting this part
Talking
out.
shit,
This was
dude?
the I did. I did.
Fuck off. I couldn't hear you, but I just
100%
I just knew
cash
you were-
money honest. And I wanted you to hear this later if you ever listen to the episodes. I 100% be like, I 100% was like, the second you left, I was like, Kyler's such a goddamn piece of shit. Why did I ever decide to do a podcast?
Yeah,
with
you
him?
should. Yeah, that's your fault. Now it's addicting. Mostly because
It was fucking funny. But
I
we
think
might
if this was a sober cast, I wouldn't do it ever at all.
do what?
A sober podcast with you.
That's fucking rude. You don't think we could fucking which one? It doesn't matter which one.
Shut up.
When what?
One shot. One shot. God, that picks so.
Does it sound great?
It picks. It's nice. Yeah, it's actually kind of good.
I was like, oh, like, is that too much mixer? But it's also
It's
alcohol.
We're literally mixing, we're mixing our booze with more.
I love it.
That whole section, dude, was just straight blue. Of like the mic
Oh,
picking it
no,
up, dude. It was fucking blowing up the mic.
Holy shit. But yeah, and then
That was something I was gonna fucking bring up in the middle of this, and now I don't fucking remember.
What?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
To wrap up that dumb story, I'm getting married now. And
Shut the fuck up.
Give it 9 months, I'm having a kid, baby.
Oh no!
So long to all my so long to all my friends. Dude, that'd be terrible, dude.
Dude, now that you said that's gonna happen.
I mean, I've never been one to be like, yeah, remember we've talked about this, like, yeah, I'm never getting married, never having kids, gonna die when I'm young. Now I'm like, all worried about dying.
Have we talked about that on the podcast? Because I think
Definitely.
we have.
I was like, definitely thought like
because I've told you the
Like,
age
I'm
I think I'm gonna die at.
32.
32.
Yeah. And I don't think, I mean,
Which-
I don't want to die young. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody really wants to. You say that because you want, like, attention.
Yeah.
Like, I'm totally going to die, live fast, die
You know
young,
what's
bro.
the
It's like,
cocky... This is the thing I don't think I told you about the story, which is really pretentious of me to do.
oh, that
is
tastes
one
like
of my-
chemicals.
Oh, that tastes like chemicals to you? It tastes whatever. It tastes like...
It's like
press to me.
lipstick. It's like I'm eating lipstick.
No, I just taste press.
Try mine. No, it's different. It's the same fucking thing. No, it is. No, I do have a different.
You have a different flavor.
It tastes like lipstick.
I don't know.
disgusting.
It's fucking press, man.
Dude, let me share yours. Let me have a sip.
Take a sip of mine. The cocky thing, and I hate this about myself, and at the time I made this realization, like, because the reason the whole 32 thing came up was like a bet with a friend. So this was before I found this out, but now I have like, I'm really into stand-up comedy. You know that about me.
Yeah, obviously.
One of my favorite stand-up comedians of all time is this dude, Bill Hicks. One of the best minds to ever walk this face of the earth. He's
Did
one
he
of my
die
heroes.
at 32?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He died at...
Like, you well.
So it's kind of like, I think part of it's like, yeah, I'm like Bill Hicks. Like, yeah, I'm fucking Bill Hicks.
That's terrible.
Which is a douchey thing to do, but it's everyone that's like, I'm gonna die at 27, because that's the 27 club. But yeah, have you ever listened to any Bill Hicks stuff?
Probably from you, but like I can't recall anything. I don't know. I love.
He was super
Oh, are you going?
good.
Sorry,
but
are
he
you going
got,
to
like,
Rogan and
super
Chappelle?
fucking- Dude, no. It was so expensive for fucking lawn seats.
Yeah, my mom bought a couple tickets.
Yeah, like, I wanted to go super bad, but it's also like, I don't want to see comedy from hundreds of feet
that
away in
sounds-
the lawn seats.
That sounds. Is that USANA?
It's at
That sounds
USANA.
terrible, actually.
Lawn seats were like $130.
Yeah, like
a
I don't.
ticket.
Well, my mom was able to get 2 tickets for $120 somehow. I don't know where or what, but she told me that probably because like she got them like right when they went on sale, and maybe that helped. I would want to go. I'd get wasted
I
and
would
go, but
Hill to go. Because one,
I
so
don't
it's
Seems
Joe
fun.
Rogan, who's, I mean, I love Joe Rogan's podcast, but his comedy is like fine. It's not my favorite. it's still funny. He's a really funny guy. It's just not my favorite. But Dave Chappelle, one of the best that's ever fucking done it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to even say I was at a Dave Chappelle show is so amazing. The thing is, their opener. So the guy they're also bringing is this dude named Ian Edwards.
That sounds familiar.
He is so fucking funny, dude. He just released his first special ever.
I was gonna say, does he have shit on Netflix?
No.
Okay. No, I definitely haven't seen.
Bill Burr produced his first hour special, so he's like.
Burr's mustache right now.
It's so amazing, dude. I love it.
So
his
funny.
mustache is the
He looks
fucking
like such
best
an
thing.
old man. It's weird.
Love his mustache. But Bill Burr, because he has the All Things Comedy Network. You know All Things Comedy?
Yeah, I only filmed with fucking Josh Wolf, who's a part of All Things Comedy.
Yeah. Bill Burr owns All
That's a
Things
weird
Comedy.
story.
I know that. We've talked about it.
Have we?
Yeah. That was like one of the very first podcasts. I think it legitimately was like our first podcast.
The one that didn't
right
record?
after that happened. No.
The like first real one that like worked
the first
out.
real one was like right after that happened. But anyway,
Pretty good.
Bill Burr owns All Things Comedy, and he produced this dude Ian Edwards, who's like a comedian's comedian. He's been doing comedy as long as like some of the biggest fucking dudes, like Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing it for like as long as Joe Rogan. He's been there for a fucking minute.
Talking about Burr?
I'm
Or
talking
this
about Ian Edwards.
But like he hasn't been like recognized or anything.
He hasn't been recognized because he was also a writer for a long time. He's written on a lot of TV shows. And he's an amazing joke writer. And he's been a writer for a long time, so he didn't like focus a lot on a stand-up career. So like...
That's insane that he's opening for those guys now. In front of like a huge outdoor stadium. Like USANA is kind of whack to have.
I don't
like,
even think it's
stand-up.
like... He's good enough to like...
Do you think it'll sell out?
Do
Sorry.
theaters. Oh, it's sold out by now, for sure. Definitely sold out right now. He's definitely like... He's not an opener. He's a headlining act.
So there's like basically 3 headlining acts.
Basically,
like,
yeah.
Pretty much. That's like when I saw...
Ian Edwards, a straight killer. Like comedians, like he's a comedian's comedian.
Dude, you need to show me
he's
some of his stuff
I
now.
will. He's so fucking funny. He's this Jamaican dude. Like he was raised in Jamaica for like most of his life, and he's so fucking ridiculously funny.
Is it racist that I thought he was white from that name? Ian
Yes.
Edwards?
No.
I don't know. It sounds kind of white, but... Or I was like thinking maybe Puerto Rican? I don't know.
He's a black dude. He's so fucking funny. He's one of my favorites.
Dude,
And he's like a
how is he one of your
comedian's
favorites and
comedian.
I've never heard of him?
Because he's not huge.
You never
Because he
showed me
like...
him?
I might have. There's definitely...
Probably. There's so many that you showed me, like, you probably have, and I'm just spacing.
Who knows? But, like, he's definitely one of my favorites. His album, 100% Half-Assed, because he released a CD, like, five or 6 years ago. He's just never... Like, he's always been busy doing writing gigs that he's never, like, promoted his own stand-up career enough
like
to
you
get
have
his own special.
Talk to me, like, off the mic about this guy, actually. That sounds more familiar
Probably.
with that
He's
story. That he's
so
just a
fucking-
writer mostly? Or
Yeah,
just you writing jokes or just writing other things? Like,
He's
period?
writing for TV shows.
Yeah, okay. No, I feel like you've definitely talked to me about
Yeah,
this guy.
he's so fucking funny. And he's opening for them.
That's so crazy.
But he did just have his very first special for the first time.
Like this year?
Have I ever talked to you about Patrice O'Neal?
Yeah, he's, well, I've heard of, he's a bigger African-American fellow.
Yes.
I'll say big, fat, black guy.
Yeah. I'm like so sad that I will never be able to see Patrice O'Neal live. There's only a couple of dudes like that.
Wait, is he dead?
He's dead, yeah.
Oh,
He
fuck.
died like...
Do you want to smell my hat?
Yeah, I'll smell your hat. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stinky as
that's
fuck.
Raunchy. Yeah.
It smells like a work hat. Like it's like
That's rough. It
because-
smells like my brother who's in construction. Weirdly.
I wore this for like 4 days straight with a long sleeve T-shirt and fucking khaki dicky shorts for 4 days when I was on this bender recently, and that's why it stinks so bad. Have you
It is
ever
raunchy.
woken up in the middle of the night like getting the sweats from drinking? Like that's how I know I'm getting like having
I don't
a problem.
think from drinking. No.
I like had like this crazy dream that like I told you this last night that I like fucked up and I was like sweating all over the bed. I'm like, my whole side of my bed's wet. Not from pissing myself, thank God. She's well aware though. Anyway, and I was just like, in my dream, I thought that I like said something or did something wrong and that I needed to like go back and like do it. Like, I feel like it was like, honestly, in my head, it was like an audition to like different dudes to fuck her, and like I did a terrible job, so I was like, I need to, because right before that we tried to have sex. I was like way too drunk. This might be too detailed to like, I shouldn't be talking about this actually. This
Well,
is
if you
very,
don't want to talk about it, let's change
I
the
do,
subject.
but like that's kind of like kiss and tell, but
I'm definitely not one to kiss and tell too much.
and I kind of am. It's like kind of shitty to be like a bragger, but it's like, I think because it doesn't happen so much, and I'm just like, I don't know why. It's like, even if it did happen a lot, like why would you fucking need to tell all your friends about it? But it's like because you're stoked about it, which is like almost a compliment. But then you don't want the girl to be like, yeah, he had such a small dick, couldn't last very long, was a terrible fucker, lost his boner.
You have
But-
no idea.
but-
Simile.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, I was shithouse drunk, so whiskey dick is 100% gonna happen, and B, I have to put on the rubber, and fucking I cannot perform.
The old rubber.
No rubber.
The old rubber.
Terrible.
But gotta do what I was about to actually.
The old cock choker.
I was actually about to bring some over because the show in LA was handing out free condoms, so I like put some in my back pocket and I forgot they were still in there, and I was like, I don't want to be like creepy and be like, oh, like here's a couple condoms I'm expecting to fuck tonight. So I just left them home, and then next thing I know, she's pulling out one for me. I was like, oh, I should have just brought them. But I remember
Was it a scary moment that if she like pulled out a condom that was too big
too
for
big,
you?
it's Magnum. It was pretty standard
Dude,
Trojan.
I actually just heard something about this. Magnums aren't that big.
It's just to make you feel cool.
Yeah, I heard Magnum condoms will fit most dudes. Like they'll fit like
Not
us.
me.
No, no. Because
Are they like
We
girthier
talked
or
about
like what longer? Like I don't have a girthy
it's
or long
just
cock.
the branding.
That's
It's
called
just the
Magnum.
branding. It
Maybe
like
they can
fits
stretch
most
better.
average cocks.
I mean, yeah,
It's something
yeah,
I
how
just
many like
read
huge
about.
cocks are just
Should we
walking
go
around?
to the gas station and buy Magnum
yeah,
condoms
and compare it,
test
and then
them
to
out?
like the small bearskin ones.
Yeah, because that's
Um,
my go-to.
bearskin?
Is the what's the brand? Fuck, I can't think of the brand.
Not
Trojan. Yeah, I do Trojan bearskin.
Yeah, that's the only condom I've ever been able to fuck in and be like, this is actually like tolerable.
Have you ever broken a condom?
Yeah,
Dude, it's the worst.
I feel like that means you just aren't fucking right.
Well, yeah, you're like.
You're going.
Mine
too
always
hard.
happens switches position.
Yeah, and then you get like an air bubble or something.
Mine's anytime like I've.
It's anytime I take it off and put it back on.
Anytime I've taken it off, blown into a balloon animal for a second just for shits and giggles, and then put it back
to
on.
prove my comedy still. For that I'm so a funny guy.
Mine's if I switch positions to like doggy style and I'm wearing a condom, doggy style.
Yeah, I think that's when it's happened to me too. Also, with switching positions, do you ever like lose your boner because like the poos tightens up and then like you like can't get it back in and you're like, oh fuck, I need to hurry and like I need to put this back, and then you end up just like, I'm over it.
No.
So I think that's my addiction to porn right there. Like my brain is just so fucked. I need like constant
Stimulation.
or else
No.
it's gone.
Yeah, that's never happened to me.
No.
I've had it where I've been like.
Sometimes you're not in the mood, or sometimes you just lose.
Sometimes,
it
yeah,
just goes
like-
away. You're like, fuck it.
And it starts getting a little bit softer. I've had that, yeah.
It's pretty
I think there's
embarrassing.
a weird,
but I feel
not
like,
weird. It's like the expectation of guys to be,
to perform and fuck well.
yeah, to be like on the ball 100% of the time. Sometimes I don't feel like it.
Yeah, and
Sometimes I'm not in the mood.
like I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm like great at sex, but I don't know if I'm like the worst or the best. Probably not the best, but what was I even going with this? Like that,
Dude, we
that's
lost track of the story, man. I don't even know where we started with this.
But
Should we
oh
just
no,
fucking-
what I was gonna say is, I don't think chicks give a fuck that much if you happen to lose your boner or you don't last long. Say you were going for 2 minutes most, or maybe less. You just wanted to like pump one out, like unless you don't like it's kind of fucked up sometimes. But I think some girls don't give a shit. They're like a lot of chicks don't come, so they don't care if you don't come either.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. That's just my opinion, and I've kind of heard that
I've
too.
noticed a lot with sex in general that it's like with girls, if they don't come, that just happens. Because it's like, it's more difficult for a girl to come. So like when they don't come during sex, they're like not fine with that.
I feel like it feels good the whole time for the most part.
Like,
it's like
I've definitely, in my
feels
experience,
better.
been to where like, oh, if they don't come, they're like, no, we had sex and that's good enough for me that we're like had that moment together. But if I don't come,
then it's like,
then like they feel shitty.
yeah, it's
because
like,
it's like,
what's wrong with me?
it's
like, am I
supposed to be
ugly?
like
you're not attracted to me.
yeah,
I've
it's
had
supposed
that
to be
happen, too.
easy for a guy to come. There's like that implication that like guys are just fucking sex machines. That like
no,
they're supposed to come, and it's like the girls. It's like it's harder for them to like. They don't have the expectations that I need to come every single time.
yeah.
Is a guy like I've definitely had it where girls are like, oh, you didn't come? What's wrong with me? Like, what did I do wrong? But it's like, you didn't fucking come either. So,
Yeah.
like, that's, like, there's a weird implication that, like, if guys don't come, something was wrong. But if girls don't come, that just is, like,
I think
a normal,
more
normal thing.
You don't, like, for the first time either, like, you don't usually come. I was going to say,
Is it weird your first time having sex?
no, because I was scared about, like, it felt like I was going to so quick. That was another thing I was going to say is, like, sometimes you want it, like, you definitely, if it's feeling good, you want it to last longer. Sometimes if you're just, like, not in the mood and you feel like this is what you want to get it over with. And then it's the worst when you want it to last longer, it's feeling good, and you can't keep it going. Like, well, time to blow in 45 seconds. It's like, that should be, like, almost a compliment in a way. It's, like, fucked up to, like, because I'm not going to go, like, eat your pussy after I fucking come. Like, I mean, unless you pulled out, but, like,
If I come quick, I definitely try to pull out so they can, like,
then you can go
do
and-
something else.
Yeah. Because I'm all about fucking eating that poo.
Dude.
Because, like, I feel like that's weird when guys aren't in... I don't know,
Anyone that's not into eating pussy is a fucking faggot.
I feel like you're about to say the F word. You're about to drop the F bomb
It's so
for sure.
ridiculous.
Like, I
don't get the like. I don't want to eat a pussy. Like, what?
I get it if you, like, you're a chick and you're like, I just don't feel like gagging on your cock right now. If you're not going to suck my
Eating
dick...
pussy to me is like eating apple pie on the 4th of July. It's just right.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things.
No, it's like, because you're just stoked to, like, try to get somebody off, too. Like, it's not like it...
to like.
I don't know, it's like...
It's not even like
It's
the
fun.
fact
I think
that,
it's
like,
fun. I don't know
Yeah.
if gagging on cocks is fun. Never tried it, but I feel like it's probably not the best thing unless you're, like, good at sucking dick. But, like, the fact that,
I
like,
think
a
there's
girl's
just, like-
ever gagged on my 4-inch cock, it's like you just suck at sucking dick then. Like, you can't fucking...
Well, my thing is, and I think it's the same way for chicks that love sucking cock. It's not the act of it that's pleasurable.
It's like trying to, like, get
It's the
somebody
fact
off.
that you're
and, like,
pleasuring a person that you
it's
care
like
about.
it's like giving somebody a present.
Yeah, it's
pretty
like
much.
I want to do this for you,
Exactly.
and that's where the pleasure comes from.
It's pretty
My
selfish
definitely thing
if
is
you're not down to ever blow
Yeah.
like your BF. Like I mean,
it's like
doesn't have to be every night or all the time. Even,
No,
but
no,
like,
no,
you
but
know,
it's
every
like-
once in a while, throw me a bone.
it's a. I'm actually so fucking
I'm
drunk right
pretty
now. but,
toasty too, dude.
so
I'm, like,
fucking
pretty
But like
toasty.
it's like my go on. My thing is like one of my biggest turn-ons of all time is turning somebody else on.
Yeah.
Is to like I love to eat out pussy just because it's like I can turn somebody on by that. Like to watch somebody have physical pleasure is exciting to me. So even if I'm not being stimulated in that moment, like I'm not one of those guys that's like, no, I don't fucking eat pussy. Like I just
but you
fucking
better always suck my dick.
yeah, like I'm gonna stick my fucking dick in you because that feels good. That doesn't make like I love the act of like pleasing somebody. Like that's so fucking attractive to me to like watch somebody be turned on by something, like to give
By
somebody
yourself?
pleasure.
Yeah.
Which this has turned into the grossest podcast.
Yep. I was gonna say, what's your favorite position, which we've probably definitely talked about, but maybe not.
I don't know. I love doggy style. Doggy style is real big for me. I'm a huge fan of doggy style,
Very
but
cliche
I also
answer
like.
of you.
Yeah, I also love.
Reverse cowgirl.
No, I'm not.
I'm
That's
kidding.
fine. I'm not the biggest fan of that actually. It's good, but like, I don't know what it is about. I like being in control. So like my favorite positions are the ones where I'm doing the work.
Doing the humping.
Yeah. So I like missionary.
I was gonna say, I'd expect you to like missionary because you're saying you're a fucking like romantic. Like you'd want to be like.
Well, no, because
able
my
to
thing
look
is
at
I like
them.
missionary when they're on the edge of the bed and I'm standing
Oh, okay.
upright and they're laying on the bed and then like legs up.
Yeah.
Or a huge turn on for me is missionary and then they have their legs wrapped around you to hold you like in, to be like, yeah, fucking get me pregnant.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That one's a big turn on for me. I think that might be my favorite position.
I feel like I can get the best thrusting too with that. Like it feels good for me, and I'm pretty sure it feels good for them. But like I feel like doggy.
Can you do sideways fucking?
No.
Neither can
No,
I.
I-
Or spooning fucking?
Yeah, no. I was gonna say.
that.
Sweat. This is a little TMI, and I'm never gonna show Cher in this podcast, and I hope none of her fucking friends listen to it either, because this is a little like. But like,
Just don't let her know about this podcast until later.
because I know she knows that we do a podcast.
Yeah.
But like I've been able to do spoon fucking, like the sideways like spoon fucking before, and it's like pretty cool. But you're not getting very big thrusts in at all. It's like just resting in.
My thing spoon fucking is
For me, I can't get it in, dude.
Yeah.
It's so hard to put. Like it
This
feels
is definitely
no.
everyone listening to this podcast
Dude.
is like, oh, they have tiny dicks.
Dude, oh, definitely tiny dicks. It's so funny because like it somewhat almost feels like it's in, but you're like, oh no, you're just going between their legs and their pussies wet. Like and they're like, oh, trying to like, and you're so close, but you can't get the angle right. You're trying to get up, and then finally like, and then their hand reaches over finally, like, you pathetic human being. They have to stick it in themselves, and then
My thing is,
eventually
like,
I was like, we're going
If we're doing
forward.
like I'm doing the cuddling, like the spooning fucking, I have to be like lower
Low.
down and like straight as a fucking board, and they're curved into like a fucking U shape.
So you're
or
not
whatever.
cuddling at this point.
at all.
Yeah.
I'm straight lower down just to get the angle
I
right.
almost feel like spoon fucking should be pretty mellow anyway. Like just kind of chill. Like, oh, I'm gonna sneak in real quick. Let's get, and then it gets more like, I don't know. Like
What's your
switches.
favorite position? We never even
Oh.
mentioned that.
I used to think doggy, but definitely I feel like missionary now with like different leg, like up over the shoulders or just like straight out or whatever. Like I just like to like, because then you also, I mean, it's nice to like grab ass while you're fucking.
Have you ever had a chick call you daddy?
No.
Yeah, that's weird to me.
Yeah,
We have a certain friend.
Oh, Alan. Yeah.
Don't say
Yeah.
it!
You wouldn't care.
Don't.
Alan Guzman.
That's just weird to me, man. I don't know if it's
likes it.
Yeah, it's just weird to me. I can't like degrading dirty talk. I've tried it before. Where I've like tried to call us, or slut, like you're my fucking slut, and
like-
it's just weird to me.
Like choking's pretty cool
or
if they're like
choking. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm-
I dig that.
I'm pretty like, I don't know, whatever about it. I'm not like, it's not getting me off choking somebody, but like if I can see that they're like super into it, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool, I'll do that. But I've never.
I definitely like that. I definitely like.
Have you ever had them like Have you ever had them choke you back while you're fucking? Like, so at the same time, both your hands are on each other's throats.
That's crazy.
That's pretty gnarly. I'm like, oh,
Oh, let's see who passes out first.
oh, now this is a game. Now like it starts to squeeze harder. Like you won't win this.
Say uncle. That's sensitive for me, dude.
God,
That's a sore subject.
Hair pulling too, dude.
I
If a chick
love
like
that,
chicks try to like pull my hair back, it's like no, this is a one-way fucking street.
One-way
Like
street.
you can like put your hands through my hair. I've even had like through my beard or chest hair. But if you start pulling, once you start squeezing, I'm fucking not into it. Or like biting, dude. Don't fucking bite me. Don't fucking pinch my inner thigh, you dumb bitch. This has all been like about one person. Like, and it fucking hurts. And one time she pinched my dick, and I was like, "Stop!"
Well,
how
I'm positive I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, how about I pinch your vagina, you dumb cunt? Like, it doesn't feel good to have your helmet pinched, like at all. Like, you think you're funny now, and then I started doing it to her, started pinching her inner thigh really hard, like she would do to me. She's like, "Oh yeah, that does suck. I'll stop." Good, dummy. Wait, okay, like, do the name. I want to know if you know.
I'm just gonna say the first letter.
Now you probably don't know.
No, I'm gonna say the first letter.
Okay.
G.
No, not her.
Really?
Yeah, not her.
Say the first letter.
L.
Oh.
Yeah, Gabby's not that
Fuck
freaky.
all the listeners.
Oh, I just said her name.
Oh no!
But it wasn't her anyway. Like, I wasn't talking about her.
What name did you just say?
G.
Okay, yeah, we weren't.
But
That's
I
not
wasn't
who
talking
it was.
about her. But like, I'm name dropping so hard.
Who gives a fuck? They don't know who that person is.
Ugh.
But it wasn't that person. So
That I just said. Yeah, it wasn't. But are you surprised?
Yeah, I would have assumed G over L.
G is.
We don't need to go into it. We don't need to talk
She
about.
can be pretty freaky.
She just seems freaky because she has that like. We
she's-
don't need to talk about
She's
it.
goth. Yeah. Well, why are we talking?
They're not
yeah.
gonna listen to this, either of them.
And
I'm sure, but
I'm a married man now. No.
shut the fuck up. You piece
I
of
love
shit.
joking about that, but then it's like, so long, suckers. Fucking last you ever seen of sick dick? We gotta drag that C, boy.
Yeah, go for it, dog. I've been fucking chain smoking this whole fucking podcast.
Oh, that's how I was when I was in LA, and then this past week, fucking probably smoked close to a pack to myself.
Oh, dude, you fucking pussy.
Oh, I know.
Smoke a pack to myself a day.
Oh, I know, but like that for me, it's like I'm not like an avid smoker. Because I even told
Dude,
you
I'm a
I
heavy
usually like
smoker.
only smoke with you,
Yeah.
and I
I'm
could
a
tell.
bad
I could
influence
tell.
on a lot of people.
I could tell at work today, dude. I was like, why am I so out of breath? Oh yeah, because you started smoking like a pussy, and you fucking work a laborious job. Like it actually takes a toll on your body.
Dude, I just fucking, when I was at work earlier at Wise Guys, I just watched this trailer for a movie. Have you ever heard of the musical Cats?
No. I was thinking Aristocats, but
I love Aristocrats, actually. Everybody wants to be a cat.
it's been forever since I've seen that.
I actually love that fucking movie. It's so good.
You and my friend Zane, like that, like they're only people that I've ever heard. Like, yeah, I love Aristocats.
Dude, Aristocats is so good. We had it on VHS when
I
was a
still
kid.
do, dude.
I've watched it hundreds of times. Aristocats so fucking good.
No, I've watched it a lot, but it's like it was still a movie that I'd watched that I was always like, meh, but I still like
Did
it.
you ever see Cats Can't Dance?
No.
Or Cats Can Dance? I don't remember. It's a weird fucking movie.
No, dude, my back is so sore. Do you want to see if it's all my shoulders are all bruised yet?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Turn the other way. A little bit. Turn towards the light. I'm not. I mean, a little bit of redness, but not like the deep bruising you would expect. But
Feels
so there's this really, really famous Broadway musical called Cats, where everyone in the cast, they're cats. They're dressed up as cats, whatever. You know, like
It's
they
like
have
live
fucking-
action where they're dressed as cats.
Yeah, they have like costumes on and they have their face painted to be like cats.
I hate this already. You said it's a musical?
Yeah, they have one really banger song on there that I love, but I've never actually listened to the full Cats musical. It's never been like, I haven't super loved Cats.
But you like musicals too.
Love
Like I'm
musicals.
not a musical fan.
I'm a fucking heavy duty
Heavy
musical lover.
Noid.
Dude, I fucking love musicals. Cats is never one I've been into so much, but it's by Andrew Lloyd Webber, who's like the god of musicals. He's like one of the
Such a
pinnacle.
nerd.
He's a super huge dude in the musical. I'm gonna look up some of the musical he's done because I can't think of them off the top of my head because I'm pretty shithouse.
Yeah, same.
But So it's a really famous musical, and they're making it into a movie.
Do we put another shot in, and then the rest of the...
Yes.
Do you have...
Or should we just do a shot? Well, we're getting pretty close to the end. I don't know.
Final shot.
So Andrew Lloyd Webber did Phantom of the Opera.
Okay.
He also did Jesus Christ Superstar.
I have that on tape, dude. I haven't seen it, though.
Yeah. Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Code, or whatever the fuck that one's called. He's done some of, like, the biggest musicals ever made. And he did one called Cats, where the cast is, like, face painted as cats and shit. I don't even know.
I thought it was Cats Can't Dance. Or Can.
Cats Can't Dance is a dumb animated movie I watched as a child.
Alright.
Cats is a really famous musical. I don't even know the story all that much, but they're making it into a movie to where they have, like...
How drunk do I look? I mean, I always look fucked up.
I don't think you look that drunk right now, but anyway.
Sorry, I feel like I look shitty
Dude,
right now.
I feel so shit. I saw the trailer for the movie they're making based off the musical Cats, and it is hands down the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen. It's like CGI cat people, like physical, like cat looking people, like just human bodies with cat furry shit, but then the faces are just like copy pasted super famous people onto these cat faces.
What the fuck?
Hands down,
Dude,
the scariest.
Show me like a picture of that or something.
I will fucking. It is so fucking weird looking.
This is random, but like, look how bad I've been with smoking. I have 2 scabs right here from like when I've been really drunk trying to smoke, and then one right here of just like not paying attention to where the fucking
we're
is.
looking at the trailer right now, and you guys should look it up. It is hands down the creepiest fucking
this
thing.
Is all animated, but this looks like
it's
real
like
though.
CGI of like really realistic looking human bodies covered in cat fur with just copy pasted celebrity faces onto the top.
This is really weird. No, it looks super realistic.
Dude, it's way too. It's
I was
like
expecting like different. This is creepy.
It's creepy.
It's like it looks real. It doesn't
It's
even
so
like when you say CGI,
spooky.
it looks super fucking real. Like these are actual real life cat people.
Dude, it's creepy.
It's alright. I was thinking when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's like Beowulf like animation, but like this is way better.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, man.
I mean, this seems interesting actually. Like this seems like it's creepy, but it looks really well produced. Or like the animation looks well done as fuck.
It looks well done, but it's just creepy that like their faces look weird.
It actually looks pretty like normal. Like that's like,
do you think that?
Not normal, but it's like
I was definitely
that's how a cat person would look.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I don't know, and I've never I don't know the plot to the story of Cats. I just know like the famous song that's like something about memory. I don't know what the name of it is, but like I don't know. I watched it today and I was fucking tripping hardcore. I want to go watch that on a copious amount of drugs.
Just be freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a fucking crazy fever dream. Dude, I had this weird dream the other week after I was getting the shaky boys. You know, lack of alcohol. And this is my first time ever having the shakes to where the point my eyeballs were shaking. Like the room felt like I'd look at things and it felt like things were moving, but like and then I'd look again and there was nothing moving there. It was pretty fucked up. And I was having the weirdest, most vivid dreams, and it felt like they were like movie quality dreams. Like very like cinematic, but like fucked up. And I had one dream, and for a second I started to lucid dream, and I was like, oh, I'm dreaming, so I started to do like my fly thing, because like every time I realize I'm lucid dreaming, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to try to fly right now.
Yeah, because that's like the coolest
That's what you
shit.
do, like
yeah.
that's what, I don't know why, it's like I could do anything, but like why not just try to fly around the house right now? But in this dream, I wake up in my room, but it's only all unpainted drywall, and everything, like my TV and everything is pushed over, everything's broken. And I go upstairs to my family, and half of it's family I know, half of it's random people that are acting as my family. Like I'm like
weird.
you're my brother, but like I don't know you, but you're my brother somehow. And we're all just chilling, you know, having a good time. And all of a sudden the doorbell rings, ding dong. I'm like, who's that? Ding dong. And it rang like 3 or 4 times, and we're like, oh shit, this is something bad's about to happen. Don't answer the door. And all of a sudden from every opening point of around our whole house, like the deck, the garage, the front door, like around, dudes in masks were coming, and they're all holding gasoline cans. I'm like, oh fuck, we're about to be murdered right now. And this is all felt super real. And all of a sudden, I don't remember anybody pouring gas on me, but one of them held a lighter up to me and lit me on fire. And in my dream, I didn't even wake up after being lit on fire. I'm like running around on fire, but it didn't hurt. And then all of a sudden, I jump into a kiddie pool. I'm like, I'll save you guys. Like, and then, no, this is the funniest part. It went from nightmare to be like, it was just a prank, dude. Like, all these people are taking their masks off. I'm not. I kid you not. I was like,
weird, man.
Fuck you. Like, that was not funny. I thought my whole family and house was about to be burnt to the ground. Or have you ever woken up in your room but you don't know where you are? You feel like you have like amnesia. Like you're like, this does not seem familiar at all, and you're awake and you're like, where am I? Like, okay, I'm in my room. Okay, this is where the door's at. Like, that's super creepy to me. I'm like, what is wrong with my brain? To the point where I fully am awake, but don't know where I am in my own house. And I'm like, my brain's definitely going to mush pretty fucking soon. Like, Alzheimer's runs in my dad's side of the family. So I'm like, not
worried about it, yeah.
Well, if it skips a generation, my dad will get it, and then I won't. But then my soon-to-be wife's kids are going to be dumb as hell. So dumb, dude. Like, I don't even really I definitely don't want kids. Like, being married is like, it'd be chill, but it's like, that's not on my agenda right now. And we've like joked about it too, like, oh, we're gonna get like, instead of like rings, it's like, oh, get matching ski masks. 'Cause that's like, that's funny, because like the first night we ever hung out, there was like ski masks around the house, like we were wearing for the stunts, lighting ourselves on fire and shit. What you looking up, boy?
I just on my phone.
You're just bored? God damn
Not
it.
bored.
Wow,
Shut
dude.
the fuck up.
Wow, dude, you have to be on your phone. I haven't even checked my phone this whole time.
It's been going off.
I know, it's been going off. Vibrated.
You know what else been going off? This fucking podcast.
Off the fucking rails, dude.
Woo!
So Damon, my buddy who would host these podcasts, got into some real big shit recently.
That's the guy?
The one I was telling you about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, I forgot. I spilled my whole fucking heart to you last night. I was tripping out, dude.
Yeah, you were.
Anxiety attack central. Fucking. I got left at the bar. Had to have your ass pick me up. I was like trying to sober up. I think I chugged like 3 steins of water, ate 2 like little bags of Lay's chips to sober up, and was getting more drunk drinking the water and eating those chips. And then I told her, I was like, I'm the bartender. She was helping me out, trying to get sober. I'm like, everybody left me here. I'm trying to like, I want to get home, but I need to sober up. And so she was being super cool about it. And then all of a sudden I come back, and it was after I found out you were gonna pick me up. I'm like, can I get a PBR? I need to fucking mellow out. And she's like, oh, I thought you were driving. I'm like, oh, my buddy's coming to pick me up. So I like ordered another drink before you came and got me.
That's fucking funny, dog. And you told me more. I didn't even have a fucking drink since. I mean, maybe it was after I called you, but.
Yeah, it was probably after, because I haven't been drinking. It felt like forever, but what I've noticed when drinking, like, when you're coming down, especially like after being hungover, for me, like this morning I drove to work like the most shittiest I've ever felt in my life. It felt like it took forever to drive anywhere, and normally like when I'm zoning out, it's cool, but when you're hungover, I don't know, time seems to go by super slow. And so it felt like fucking fortnight that I was just chilling in that bar, like waiting to sober up. It was like, oh.
It felt like a fortnight, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it felt like 2 weeks. Like, it felt like forever. Yeah. And I was like this close to going, like laying down in the back, like on the tile or something.
Ever pour more shots?
Yeah.
Because we said we were going to pour more shots into our drinks, and then I was like, let's just do shots, and then we never ended up doing it.
Well, then you're like, oh, this podcast is almost over. So it's like, oh, do you want to see like
Well, we got...
Where are we at now?
We're at 1:14. What do we want to go to?
Which is like pretty, like, that's not that bad. We go to 3 hours sometimes.
What do you want to go to?
I would say if we're feeling pretty
I
dull,
was
we could go to like an
thinking-
hour 25, hour 30.
Well, I was thinking 120, but yeah,
We can do
we'll go to
120.
We'll go to 130.
or whatever
we'll
we're
just
feeling.
wing it.
If we start to feel like it's coming to a lull, maybe these shots will bring us to life.
I'm pretty shit-housed. I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to talk about next. The
Yeah.
only thing I
You
had
didn't come to the
bring...
table.
The only thing I had to come to the table was that fucking Cats musical.
That's the only thing you had. The reason I want to do a podcast today, like, I wanted to do one last night, but obviously I was not in the right mindset.
Yeah, neither of us were, I feel.
But after what happened to me earlier today, I was like, dude, I gotta go on the podcast before I die. No.
Shut the fuck up.
And
You're not
fucking
gonna
talk about
die,
it.
God
I
damn.
actually don't feel bad at all, but it might be the alcohol talking. But I feel like I'm gonna be okay after that. People are commenting like, dude, go to the hospital. Like, you can't be spitting up blood. And like, you ever seen Fight Club, dude? They're spitting up blood left and right. Or just like,
Oh, it just splashed my own eye.
I think that happens. Like, yeah, that's gonna happen when you fucking land on your back
Okay,
super
time
hard.
for fucking shots.
Like, I've spit up blood before, but it was like trace amounts in my saliva.
I've coughed up blood before.
But it was never like the blood was mixed with my saliva. As of this was pure blood. Like, I was bleeding in my body.
That's crazy. I don't know. Just keep an eye on it. That's what I'm saying. But
That's what I'm telling you, dude. If I start seeming,
you seem
I feel fine. I seem fine. I feel fine. If I just,
I'm sure it's fine.
you know,
It was
it's been
just
like
fucking-
6 or 7 hours later. You'd think if it was serious.
It was just a physical trauma of you crashing into the water that like probably popped blood
blood
Who
vessels.
knows?
Yeah, like
But,
that's what's gonna happen. You fucking
We're just reiterating.
cough
what's
up some blood. I don't know. It is a little freaky. Like, at first I was kind of somewhat freaked out. If the people I'm around aren't freaked out and you tell me you'll be fine, then I calm down. If the people, like my mom,
You're gonna have a blood clot.
it's like, Jesus, woman, you need to fucking cool your jets, making me fucking all worried. And then once you start to think about it, then you're like, yeah, I am feeling a little funny. I don't know, maybe this blood clot's setting in. But it's like, you ever talk about like having lice with somebody, and then you're like, yeah, my head is kind
Have
of
you
itchy.
ever had lice?
No, I have not.
Neither have I.
But both of my
Do you remember
brothers.
when you had to get checked for lice
Yeah.
in school when
I love
somebody
that.
had
It felt
it?
so good with them rubbing
Yeah.
their feet. Like,
But it was always creepy to me because it's like they didn't do them randomly. It's because a kid in the class had lice.
oh, that was really
So
it?
they had to bring in. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was totally random.
it's-
What?
They found a kid. No, there's no way it was just random
I
lice
totally
check.
thought it was random. I still to this day
There was
think
a
it was
kid
random.
in the fucking class that had lice,
So now
so
that-
they had to check everybody else.
How
for
nice
lice.
of them to do that.
It is super nice, but then every time that happened, it was always like, well, which one of these motherfuckers have fucking lice?
Yeah, and like, who's sitting there with lice, just casually going to school and not telling anybody?
Yeah.
Like,
I remember the time they did dust.
it'd be like the one kid who's not there, and then but you're not paying attention.
I knew exactly who the fuck it
like,
was.
that dirty bitch over there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say her name.
Say it.
Cheyenne.
Cunt. No.
I think it was this chick. Cheyenne had lice.
You think?
Because they never
Oh, that was
tell you.
okay. Yeah, like, oh, and by the way, if any of you were wondering, you can blame this cunt
Yeah.
for giving whoever has
This
lice.
chick Cheyenne. I have no idea where she was in life now. When I was growing up in my neighborhood in Murray, in this little cul-de-sac, there was this chick that I went to school with for a couple of years named Cheyenne. And she was like... I've always had the issue that if there's ever a chick that's super into me, like right off the bat...
That she's delusional. No.
Yeah, that there's like, okay, what's fucking wrong with you? That you're into me this hard.
Not to cut you off, but literally I said this a few times after I got Sharon's number,
Yeah.
which she hates when I say that because that's her drunk alter ego name. So I'm sick dick. Anyway,
Yeah, it's our alter ego for this podcast or whatever.
well, like,
We can
her
change
friends
it
actually
if you
call
want.
her Sharon, but that's not her name. Anyway, when I got her number, I totally am like so like not, I'm confident, but I'm like, so like, there's no way, like, you meant to give your number to this guy because he's way more handsome than I am. Like, there's like, you know, that was my mindset. I was thinking like, was this like an accident? Did they get the receipts switched up, did you mean to put your number in that guy's receipt? Like, I was like, actually felt that way, which is like kind of shitty to feel like you're that like, what is that called?
I mean,
like,
it's just like
low self-esteem.
yeah, basically. But like,
I don't feel like I have that low self-esteem. Like, I'm pretty confident to post like dumbass shit of myself, but that's
I think
me.
that's a different horse. But like,
Yeah.
what I was saying
Definitely.
earlier, it was
It's
like,
a different horse. Different. That's not even a real. Like
That's a saying.
That's a different horse.
That's a saying, isn't it?
Maybe, I don't know. That doesn't. I mean,
To get back to my original
it
story,
sounded like a real saying, and then I thought about it. I'm like, that's a different horse. I'm like, I don't know if I've heard that one before.
I could be making that up. But
I
anyway,
like it.
What I was saying was like,
It's
you
in
know,
the
when you
ballpark.
have a, like, I have the thing where like if a chick is super into me, it puts me off. Especially when I was younger. This is definitely a lot of shit that happened in like high school or middle school or elementary, when there was a chick that was super into me and it was off-putting to me because it's like, I think it's like a self-esteem issue. It's like, why would you be into me? There's something wrong with you.
Or do you think there's something wrong with you that like they shouldn't be into you?
Yeah, it was like well, what I was saying with this Cheyenne chick. We were in elementary, real young, like fucking first, second grade shit.
Wow.
And she was like
You guys
crazy.
date?
Fucking no. It was
First
obviously-
grade?
It was
It's
really
dumb.
innocent. She just obviously had a crush on me. It was really innocent. I remember this one specific time, and I hated her because I could tell she was into me. And like at the time, I was like, what? Like so young, I wasn't even like into chicks yet.
Yeah,
where
same.
It was, like,
Yeah, it took me like.
It was just annoying to me that this chick was bugging me all the time. But obviously, she was bugging me because she was into me.
Do you remember what grade you were in when you first started to like be interested in girls?
Yeah.
What?
Second grade.
I think mine was third.
Second grade, you wanna-
had a crush, but
There was
then
a
fourth
chick.
at a major.
You met this
Dude.
chick. The chick that I was
Fourth
into.
grade, I cried over a girl that
Wow,
I
that's
liked. Like,
crazy.
yeah, I'm a bitch.
We're both sensitive ass romantic boys, but
I know.
Mine was second grade is when I realized I like chicks. I had a real, like it's almost like a movie, kind of like coming of age story of like how I met the first chick I liked.
Yeah, I feel like I was always into
But
girls.
I'm gonna
but,
finish-
like, Cheyenne.
I'm gonna finish that Cheyenne
Dumb
shit.
Cheyenne over here.
Where like she was
Head-
super
head
into me,
lice.
and I remember once she found like an egg of a bird that like was in a I think she took it out of a nest, but I don't know for sure. But she had this like egg, like a robin egg or whatever, and like we were hanging out and she showed it to me or whatever, and like was like, oh, this is our kid. Like, we'll take it. This is our, like, baby. Like, this is our
Aw.
baby. Like, you're the daddy and I'm the mommy. Like, real just innocent kid little shit.
House.
And, like, all this shit when she was, like, showing everyone in the neighborhood, all the kids and shit. And I was like, this is mine and Caden's baby. Like, we're going to take care of it and raise it, and it's our baby.
Aw.
And I remember, like, I was...
Like, no,
I
that's not my
remember
kid.
She was with... Like, I was with her, and she was like... And she dropped it.
Oh, fuck.
And it cracked. And
Is
I
there
just
a
remember
dead
like
bird in
the
there?
rotten. No, because it was like I don't even think it was like ferment. Like I don't think
Fermented?
Like, no, that's the wrong word.
Fertile?
I think it was
wasn't-
fertile. It wasn't like it was just a yolk,
Fermented
but like
egg.
it cracked on the ground and smelled like rotten eggs and nasty shit. And she like cried because it was like our baby died. And I just remember thinking like, thank God.
Thank God our baby did.
But she was
not
like,
trying
she
to
was
have a
like
kid.
so into me, and I hated that. But like, to get back to the first story of like the first time I liked a chick, it's like a real, kind of like, it's a really cute, weird, kind of like coming of age story kind of thing, to where like, I just moved to this neighborhood in Murray. It was in between first and second grade in the summer.
Young, dude.
Young, very young. I just moved to this neighborhood. I remember I got my first bicycle. I was living in my aunt's house and got my first bike. God, I'm so fucking drunk, dude. I might throw up in a minute.
Really?
Maybe.
Coward.
We'll find out. Anyway, so I got this. So I was like just moved to this neighborhood, and I was riding my bike. Like first couple weeks I moved in this neighborhood, it was summertime, in between school. So in between first and second grade. was riding my bike, and I remember seeing this chick in my cul-de-sac. It was like a cul-de-sac, you know, the circle and the straight down.
Yeah, I know what a cul-de-sac is, bro.
For anyone listening who doesn't know what a fucking just kidding. I was riding down it,
circle.
and I see this chick, and we like lock eyes, and she's hanging out with a couple other kids, and I'm just riding my bike in the neighborhood and shit, and we lock eyes, and it's weird. And then like later, I remember riding my bike up the cul-de-sac through the circle, and she was also riding her bike, and we like see each other, and we like just keep going in the circle of the cul-de-sac looking at each other, just circling. We never even talk. We never said a word to each other, but there was like a weird like connection kind of thing, even for like second, like first grade.
I definitely
like
don't think I'd ever had that
it's like a weird
when I was young,
just kind of like we're like looking at each other like,
You trying to fuck?
not even, trying to
Ew.
but no, it's a weird situation, but we like see each other, and we like, it's definitely like a spark, even as young kids. It's like young love.
it's like you don't even know what that means yet.
Yes,
You're
exactly.
Like, what even is this?
It's like this weird new feeling of like this chick in the neighborhood that's like, oh, she's looking at me the same way I'm looking at her. This is weird. And like and then second grade starts. First day of second grade. We've seen each other through the neighborhood. We've never even talked. You start second grade, Mrs. Clark's class. This is a specific memory I remember. Mrs. Clark's second grade class, we start. She makes a seating arrangement. And I remember we were in the back row of the seating arrangement, and she sets us up. And she sets her on like the far left side of this row, of the farthest back row. Her on the left side of it, and me 2 seats away. And there's a person in between us. Who's this dude, Joe? Who's one of my best friends. I still talk to him to this day. He's one of my best friends of all time. He's in between me and this chick. And like me and this chick, we are in the same class. We've never talked, and we can't like even take our eyes off each other. Like we keep like, we sit like fuck, I'm so goddamn drunk. But she makes a seating arrangement, and we're like 2 seats, like we're like a seat away from each other, in between this dude named Joe. God, I'm so fucking
Sorry,
drunk.
no, I was gonna say I remember that first time I ever had like where I
like what I was saying,
lock eyes with somebody.
Well, it
and
was
you
like
both staring at each other.
what I was saying. She sat us, like I sat down in my seat, and I couldn't stop looking at this chick 2 seats away. I don't even remember the teacher saying, like, to that chick named Maddie.
Maddie, oh Maddie,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know who she is.
To this chick Maddie, where she was looking at me, but the teacher was like, wow, you really have, like, stop looking at Joe, like, I might have to move you guys, because you're just, like, staring at Joe the whole time. But she was like, me and her were, like, locking eyes this whole fucking time, because we'd, like, seen each other
called
in
you
a
Joe?
fucking name. Or no. She thought she was looking at Joe, who was in between us.
Ah,
And she was just like, we were staring at each other. This like really cute, young, innocent, like love. Not love in the same way, obviously, now, but like a cute, innocent love. Where it's like, God, I'm so fucking drunk that I'm fucking up the story where we're like, it was just like a weird connection we had. And like the teacher thought she was looking at Joe. God, I'm so fucking...
dude,
I'm ruining this. I'm just so drunk, I'm ruining this.
keep forgetting your train of thought.
A little bit. But it's like, I've told this story before way better, and I know I'm fucking it up right now,
Well,
but it's like...
I get what you mean. While you gather your train of thought, I was gonna say, it's the turn-off thing you were saying, like, when somebody's really obsessed with you, but you're not on that, like, or you kind of like them, but somebody likes you a lot more, then you kind of feel like it's smothering, and it's a turn off. How you said, you're like, oh, like, why would you like me? It's like, oh, you like me so much. It's pretty rare when you find somebody that's like just as hyped on you as you are, as them. Like, you both are like Yeah, like I fucking saw you and thought you were fucking way cute.
Well, yeah.
And then you saw me and thought I was way cute. And then like,
Well,
I'm
this is what happened with that story is we
Yeah.
were both saw each other previously, and so we couldn't like. It was like the fact that like, oh, you're that chick I saw riding bikes earlier that
in the
I couldn't
neighborhood.
stop looking at. That now is like we're
Oh.
sitting one
Oh, you
seat
didn't get
away
her
from
number?
each other. No, this was too young for that.
I
shit.
know, I'm kidding.
But it
Or
was just
house
like
number.
we saw each other, and we couldn't like stop looking at each other when we got seated for this class. And then after that, it was immediately like we were super close friends. After that, and she's the first kiss I've ever had was
She's
with
my
this
first
chick.
and only kiss.
No,
That'd be weird.
I've kissed you, dumb
Yeah,
fuck.
true.
She was like that
It's funny that I
first
know who you're talking about now.
innocent crush to where like we were 2 seats away from each other in class and we'd seen each other before in this weird like bike situation. After that we became super close friends. There was like that innocent sweet kind of like, oh, I like you but you like me, but like we're too young to navigate this. And she was my first kiss in a truth or dare. We were walking back from that same elementary school at Twin Peaks with this kid named Alex Little, who was like my best friend at the
Dared
time.
you guys to kiss?
I made him dare me. That was the thing. Is I pulled him aside
Play truth or dare.
and I was like, we're gonna play truth and dare later. Dare me to kiss Maddie.
Oh my god, dude, the plot thickens.
And I remember we were walking back to my house, and there was these houses that on this huge 13th East road. It's kind of a semi-busy road right off of Van Winkle. Van Winkle, God, I'm so drunk. Right off of Van Winkle, and we walk up, and there's these like houses that have stone walls in front of them. And I remember like we were doing this truth and dare shit the whole way back, doing kind of like innocent shit or whatever. Like truth or dare, what's like the thing that scares you the most or whatever. But then like as we got at this thing, I had told Alex previously like, you know, fucking tell her, like dare her to kiss me. Thing I did not know, she also told Alex to dare me to kiss her.
Oh my god.
So we had this thing
You
where
both
it was
said
like
you both wanted, like,
yeah, it
they
was
both
like
had
an
the same dare.
innocent it was an innocent thing where we both liked each other or whatever. And I remember
Dare him to kiss me. Yeah, dare me to kiss her.
well, actually, even before that, now, it's so vague because it was so young, but, like, before that, there was a chick in our neighborhood named Nikki, who Maddie was friends with, that we were chilling behind this dude's house that we didn't even fucking know the people that lived there. I don't know why we were behind their
Yeah,
house.
kids do that. Like they like to
Yeah.
walk through people's property
Yeah.
and like chill in like certain people's backyards. Like I
Yeah,
definitely did
we
that
were
too.
in somebody else's backyard, and we were playing Truth or Dare, and Maddie, I think, told the chick to dare us to kiss, and we kissed. My first kiss was with Mad Tongue, son.
Really?
Yeah, I never had a first innocent like little
peck?
kiss, little peck. It was literally tongues in mouth. First kiss with that chick Maddie, man. It was weird.
Yeah, I feel like a first real kiss with somebody, you know, like oh, you're the first person that I can remember kissing was until 7th grade, and
I started young. The first
Yeah,
time
I
I
was
saw
gonna
a
say-
vagina, I was 5 years old.
your mom's no.
Yeah.
No, but,
the fucking joke stuff here. No, I had a chick when I was like,
You keep saying chick and they're like 5 in first grade.
dude,
it's
yeah,
so weird.
It's weird.
This
Like this
chick.
little tiny girl, which is creepier to say than not even gonna say that.
This little
I was
But you were also.
I was a very, very young boy, like fucking 5 years old. We were living in this neighborhood. This is the story of the first time I saw a vagina. There was a chick.
Pantser.
No, this is even weirder, man.
I think I know where this is going. I
had
show you, you show me.
Exactly. We were in a pool. We were in a little above ground, fucking 4 feet deep pool with this chick that was my brother's age. So she was 2 or 3 years older than me. And we were in this pool, and she like told me like, same thing you just said. Show me mine, I'll show you yours. So I like fucking whipped out my tiny little fucking baby penis.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, and then she showed me her vagina. Like, it's so weird to
Like-
me how early I was exposed to sexuality.
No, but I feel like that's pretty common. I've heard that, like, as young kids, like, you show me mine, or whatever, however it goes.
Yeah. I'll
But
show you
my
mine,
first
show me
experience
yours.
with that, I think, was also in around 2nd or 3rd grade with a dude, and I was not about it, and I felt super pressured, and I felt creepy as hell. This kid, who I feel like is definitely gay, who's since then had girlfriends. I'm like, yeah, nice front, dude. Whatever. Like, nobody cares if
To
you're
this
gay.
day, he has a girlfriend?
I don't know if he has a girlfriend now, but to this day, like, as we got older, he ended up dating, like, this girl for, like, a long time.
Okay.
And we're all just like, what? You were definitely that fucking gay kid that we were friends with. Like, 100%. Like, you fucking had dolphin wallpaper. Like, I don't know why that makes you gay, but, like,
It makes you gay.
You also liked Hannah Montana, and, yeah, and then other things.
Did you just hear about that kid that was on Hannah Montana that just died? He was like 20. He was a real famous Disney star.
He was 20 when he died?
Yeah, dude. He just barely fucking died. You recognize him. I'm gonna look
Is
him
it
up.
Rico?
I think, yeah.
Really
Rico.
short, ugly-looking
The
kid?
Mexican kid.
Mhm.
Who? No. I'm lying about all of this. I'm drunk and I'm wrong
Good.
about my facts. It's a Disney kid,
But not Hannah Montana kid.
not Hannah Montana kid. It's a
Oh,
Disney kid.
But then he's obviously a recent Disney kid, because I don't know any 20-year-old Disney kids.
No, he was like famous when we were young. He was on shows that were on when we were young. Even
It
though
better
we
not be
didn't watch.
Ned's Declassified, or I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
That was Nickelodeon, son.
Wait, we're saying Disney?
Yeah,
same
Disney.
difference.
Disney star dead. Cameron Brose.
Never heard of her.
It's a guy.
I know.
Fuck
I
off.
figured.
Well, that's older.
I just say never heard of her about everything, in anything. It doesn't even have to be a person.
These are all fucking pictures of him now, which I don't feel like is recognizable.
Oh, show daddy over here.
This fucking kid.
Okay. No, definitely.
He was on
no,
like
definitely. What?
Wizards of Waverly Place or whatever.
Was that for sure where he was from? Look at this.
No, he was on Wizardly of Waverly Place because that movie. I guess they're making a third one now. Or
Are you sure?
something?
Look it up. I mean, just look it up. I just want to know what he was in also. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong about that. I just want to
Yeah.
know what else he was in, because I can't remember him from that, but I remember him. He definitely is familiar. And he was only 20 when he died.
20. He just died.
And he's from what? Drugs?
No. Some random disease he had. He was like struggling with like some weird disease and he died in his sleep.
Man, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, at least he was on Disney.
I know.
Channel.
Fucking like goals made.
Shit, like, the more, like, the older I've gotten, like, I've been so obsessed with, like, yeah, like, I want to be famous. Like, I'm doing my stunts because I love it, but also it wouldn't be so bad if I was famous. Like, I would love that. But the more I get older, I'm like,
Okay, so he was in Grown Ups. He played one of the sons in Grown Ups.
okay, that's definitely where I know him from then. Like,
Yeah.
where I've seen his face.
And he just died. He was famous for the Descendants Disney TV show.
Never heard of that one, but yeah,
I
was
know
gonna-
of it, but I've never watched it.
I was gonna say he definitely wasn't in Wizards, especially if he's 20 now. Like, all those people that were in that are like older than us or our age.
Yeah. But no, he just died in his sleep. How fucked up is that? 20.
I feel like there's been a joke about this, probably 100%, but no, there is. But like dying in your sleep, I don't know how peaceful that would be.
No, I don't think it is.
But also dying feels like going to sleep. At least flatlining does. Like my brain didn't die. Thank God, because I'd be a fucking vegetable if I got brought back to life and my brain had gone brain dead. I probably would have been like just put down like a dog. Wow, dude. I really could have smoked the rest of that ciggy, but you ended up putting it out. No, I don't want my full one. Dude. I've been... But
I don't know, man.
It definitely feels like, I don't know, when it happened to me, it felt like I just closed my eyes and then just woke up. But like there was no light. I didn't have any dream. I didn't see any dead relatives. It was literally felt like an instant. It was like everything.
That's fucking scary, man.
Everything tunnel vision went black, and all of a sudden my eyes are opening and there's a doctor above me. And I think Landon, if he's being correct, Landon said that I was out for like 30 seconds. Like
Yeah.
no heartbeat, and I like pissed myself and was like convulsing, eyes rolled back in the head, like all that jazz.
so
Like, it was super
fucking scary.
disturbing.
Yeah.
So I can get why it's taken him this long to open up to be like, yeah, dude, we should film stunts again. 7 months for
Because
him to,
it's so like
so hard.
fucked up
He has
scene.
not
Yeah.
wanted to film any stunts with anybody, or like especially me, like do anything crazy in that aspect, because it is, I can't imagine, but like would be terrible to watch your fucking homie, like his life be gone before your eyes.
I don't know, man. Life is just so fucking fragile, dude. It's weird.
It is weird because like people go through the gnarliest shit and like live a full life,
Yeah.
and then little things
We'll just fucking
will
kill him.
let
Like,
you slip on a fucking patch of ice and like walking to school, and then you
Gone.
bleed out of your brain.
life is fragile and very innocent. We should all take it for the importance it is every day we're fucking alive, and I think that's a good
end
good
it.
sentiment to end it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the end. This was a
Should we
very
take
drunk.
a ending shot for
I'm so
good
drunk,
health?
dog.
Come on, dude.
Okay, pour him.
This
This is hands down
Can
the
we-
drunkest I've ever been for this podcast.
Good, dude, because this is the whole point. What is it called? The ADHD podcast? Not because we have it, because it's the alcoholic degenerates having discussions.
Well, we do have it, but God.
Well, yeah, well, that's not why we call. Oh, it is.
Pour
called
the fucking
alcoholic.
shots. Let's get this over with, man. I'm shithoused. I need to go fucking throw up in a goddamn bush. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I need to go fucking throw up in somebody's bush.
Somebody's.
Yeah, like my fucking
Your front yard.
woman's.
Oh,
No,
you're gonna
like
throw
a-
up and you're gonna go fucking eat her out. Like
Right.
just talking about how much.
Get
talking
it
about how
stuck
much
in her
you love it.
goddamn hairs and shit. That's what I mean.
Have you ever gagged eating pussy?
No, I'm a fucking man.
I've definitely gagged, but not because I didn't like it. It was rank. It was a stank ass pussy.
Mm-mm.
And then
I
also
love
getting a
goddamn
hair.
sweaty ass fucking pussy. In
It was
my
like
mouth
she
is
just
my
got out
shit.
of like dance class and
Ooh,
didn't
that's
shower.
rough.
Like sweat, like gross sweaty pussy. Like that's like if you didn't, if I didn't shower for a week after just working hard, and like then you're like, hey,
I definitely think I've
forget-
had sometimes where I'm like,
forget sucking my dick, lick my balls right now, and you'll
Yeah.
fucking like throw up all over.
you're definitely aware of it started like licking pussy, and I was like,
Nope,
this is too sweaty. I'm gonna just like,
This is
it's literally like, lick, 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 lick. Nope. Okay,
Yeah.
time. Foreplay's over.
Yeah. Have you ever fingered and then you take your finger out and then you start making out and you can smell your hand next to you? Like
Oh,
while you're
I've
that's
eaten pussy out and then made out after, and then smelled her own pussy on her breath.
yeah. No, I've definitely eaten. I don't think it's weird. Like if you want to suck my dick and make out, like whatever, like make sure like.
But I cannot make out. I cannot kiss somebody if they just swallowed my cum.
I don't think I would want to
That's
either.
the thing I cannot do.
I mean, I would just try not to think about it, but like
It's literally to the point where it's like she just swallowed my cum, and it's like you get a forehead kiss.
yep,
now. Like,
yep.
there you go.
No.
Go fucking mouthwash.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
I'll kiss you.
But like eating pussy can be, I feel like almost the same thing though. Like you're
But
like
I
have
don't
the
know,
juice.
To them, it's like they don't mind.
I think they don't mind, but I've had it where they don't mind, like they don't care. But then also like if it's super wet and you're glistening, your beard's glistening. I've definitely had it where the girl like comes up and like, cause like I go to kiss her and she like backs away and is like wipes
it
my
off.
beard like now you
All
can
right.
kiss me. Good night.
Good night.
This has been the
Farewell.
ADHD
Fucking Caden Casaus.
podcast.
Mike was
Oh
out.
my
Anyway,
Good night.
Adios, cocksuckers. Goodbye. We're clicking
Cheers.
again. Wait. I lost my mouse. This is anticlimactic.
We need to clink.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, ready? Goodbye.